Welcome, everybody, to the PulpMX Classic Commentary 1992 Vegas. We're going to do a few of these. I'm Steve Mathis. With me, a couple of Supercross legends here. First up, 1990 125 Supercross champion Denny Stevenson. What's up, Debo?
What's happening? Just living the 90s dream here in 2017 in Las Vegas.
Never let it go, right?
I can't. Well, you won't let me. You keep calling me out here.
It's a good point.
Oh, we got to talk about it again.
It's a good point. Also joining me is a two-time 125 Supercross champion, Chicken Metasevich. What's up, Jeff?
How's it going?
Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Let's get into this Vegas 92. There's Bruce Penhall, everybody.
Partying on the strip. That guy's just a rager.
Did you hang out with him?
I did not know Bruce.
Did you know him, Chicken?
I know him a little bit, yeah. He actually lives by me.
Okay.
Used to.
All right. So 92 Vegas. Denny, are you racing?
I believe so. I think we saw me in a semi there. Yeah, so I was there.
Okay.
Number 11. Suzuki. Yep.
So your lowest national number. And Chicken, you're there, number 9. Couple years after you almost won the Supercross title, 1990.
Yep.
Here's some interviews with some fans. Probably asking about...
There's probably Bradshaw fans right there.
Yeah.
That pink hat, definitely.
And Brad.
The Bradshaw Chicken rivalry is still going strong, Denny.
It was something, yeah. You know, being good friends with Chicken and growing up with Damon racing mini bikes with him, it was pretty interesting to see the hatred that these two had for each other.
Yeah, it's there's Guy Cooper. Look at Mountain Dew on the
and someone who never hated anybody.
Well, Chicken and Cooper got into it, didn't you, Chicken?
He still liked me, though.
Cooper loves everybody. And Mike with his porn star mustache.
What is up with that mustache, Chicken?
God.
Did you tell him?
Definitely the 70s porn style stash he got going there.
Did you make fun of him for that? Do you remember?
I'm sure I did.
All right, I don't know who that guy is in the background.
I recognize him, though.
So this is 92. This is the year Stanton and Bradshaw went at it. Chicken, what do you remember from 92 season?
Not much. But this race, I think me and Damon had another collision, I believe.
Okay, here we go. Main event.
I don't know if I lost or won it, but I think
coming up.
This is the qualifier. I think I won.
No, this is the main event.
Oh, main event. I think I
lost the heat race.
I lost this one.
250 main event. You and Bradshaw already got into it in the heat race.
Yeah, I put him down in the heat race.
Okay, and so here we go, main event. Guys, board's getting ready here.
If I remember right, it was like 100 degrees this entire weekend, too. Pretty similar to this outside right now. It was miserable.
It is hot, yeah.
Chicken's 250 Supercross main event win in Las Vegas.
That's the ugliest monster girl I've ever seen.
Here we go. Cliff Palmer on the inside, 29. And gate drops. There we go.
KTM, too. A white KTM.
They're off. There you are, Chicken, right beside Dale.
Short start.
Chicken,
the wide track. Look at how wide the track is.
Why is that now, Chicken? What happened?
I don't know, but better racing because we had wider tracks back then. Tracks are too narrow now.
And multiple ways to do sections. And the jumps weren't nearly as big.
Oh.
No.
Larry Ward's on the gas.
You're fourth, Chicken.
I'm fourth?
Stanton, Ward, Bale, and that Metasevich guy.
Huh?
And Stanton's pretty much playing catch-up right now in the points, I believe, right? He's trying to reel... Hey, look, there I am, 11. I'm like 6th.
Oh, you're behind me, you know?
Right there. These are some really blitzing the whoops right here. There I am, highlighted to the left.
Yeah, number 1.
I looked over and said, shit. I'm going to drop to 7th.
Yeah, Bale was a bad dude.
Bale was a bad dude.
He was very bad, yeah.
Did you get along with him, Chicken?
Yeah, nobody really talked to him.
Okay.
So he was to himself kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
But everybody... He was bad. Everybody knew that the guy could turn underneath you at any time.
Right. Man, look at Big Bird.
Big Bird's hot.
Larry was someone else, too. You flip a switch and that guy can make anything happen. And he could have been... I think this year, maybe, he was riding with stock forks.
Yes, this might have been the year.
Because he didn't like the Works forks, and he liked a brand new set of stock forks each week.
A set of Works suspension on a Suzuki is about stock anyways.
In 1991, we tested Supercross suspension and motorwork out at Adelanto in the Sand Supercross track, and they said, okay, have a good Supercross season.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was our testing. Yeah. That's probably why we had so much energy for our younger guys to go to the...
Well, the year I rode for Suzuki, I told them, I do a lot of testing, and they said, oh, yeah.
Right.
And before Anaheim, they handed me a cylinder and a pipe, and I said, okay, what am I going to... This is it? Oh, this is it? I'm all... For the year? They're like, yeah, for the year. Just pick what you want. I'm like, oh, shit.
We got problems, huh?
Not going to be good.
Oh, man. 2 strokes again. 4 strokes have changed the game in Supercross. 100%, you know?
For the worst, I think.
Yeah, I don't think 4-stroke 450s really belong in a stadium. And
definitely not.
And here I am, Meg. I'm ripping. I should have held Bradshaw for you here because it doesn't end well.
You almost ran into me, didn't you?
He did. I was probably blocking him for you.
You're still behind me?
But yeah, I mean, the tracks are obviously much wider now. They're much slower at the pace. Obviously, they're jumping much bigger things. But I don't know, the 450s just seem like they just can't build things big enough or more challenging for them because they can just stop out of a corner and jump a quad.
Yep, I agree. It's tough to build these tracks nowadays, man.
Momentum is not there. You don't need momentum.
And they destroy the track. These 25-lap main events were gnarly this year. I mean, they were down to wood. The berms were blown out. The ruts had to be gnarly deep. So, I mean, you're definitely getting a more of a rate of attrition already dealing with the track how gnarly it is being Supercross.
I think
these guys have figured out the outside line is much faster than the whoops.
Yes,
That's
really.
Where he went from first to third, fourth.
Chicken, you got by Larry there.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard.
A tough Supercross season for you this year, Chicken. A little bit.
This year, 92?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was hurt.
Oh, okay.
I broke my femur or something. And I wasn't in shape.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Right.
But I hauled ass for 10 laps. Qualifier?
Yeah, qualifiers are good.
I won the most qualifiers this year.
You did? 92?
92.
Okay.
They had
we're watching a commercial now for some reason. I wasn't good enough to edit this out. But Chicken, you were back in Fox after you went to Taichi in 91.
Yeah.
What was up with that?
I was under contract with Taichi still, but they stopped paying me, so I stopped wearing their shit.
Bale was still wearing Taichi, so they didn't go broke. They were still around, right?
It was...
That was a Japanese company.
It was a Japanese company, yeah. And they were paying me a large sum of money.
To not wear their gear.
Well, no, to wear their gear.
Oh.
They started to. But it was like... back in that day for gear, it was a lot of money.
What was the contract? What did you get paid for gear in 1992? 200 grand?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Which, before that, I think I was making 35.
Right. Oh, so you went from 35 to 200 with each, and you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to go wear this.
So, yeah, I'll wear that.
And you were a Fox guy all to your amateur forever.
So, yeah, I called back. When that deal fell through,
But hold on.
Called Fox.
I mean, Fox was okay to give you money and gear after you burned them at the end of 90.
I didn't burn Fox.
Well, you know what I mean by leaving them, though.
Well, yeah, but how could they be mad?
Well, just in
going from 30 grand
in
to
2017, that's what would happen. They'd be like, "No, you left us. Screw you."
Well, no, pay me the 200 match the contract.
Right.
I mean,
Today.
No, I get it. No, I understand for sure.
And me and Pete Fox, we had very good relationship.
Yep.
So there was no hard feelings.
Oh, good. I was wondering about that as a fan, watching Chicken go from Fox to Taichi to
back to Fox.
I was happy to get back in Fox.
Right.
And Fox riding for them was like riding for a family of friends. You know,
Right.
you play your buddies with them as much as anything.
Chicken, this is also your last year at Cowie. The next year you go to Suzuki. Were you was things going south at Cowie? Were they not? Were you not happy with them? They're not happy with you? Or what happened with you leaving?
There was some problems in 92 as far as engines, choices that I went out, actually had to go out. I went out on my own and had a friend of mine do some porting for me.
Oh, boy.
Came up with my own setting because I wasn't happy with what Kawasaki had. And
that probably didn't go over well.
No, that was fine.
Oh, okay.
But Cowie, I went testing it with the team. We were actually 4 seconds a lap faster with the setting that I brought.
Yeah.
And then we went to go to the race, and we were at Larocco's house when we did the testing, and then Roy Turner said that I couldn't run the cylinder that I had.
You went out and did it on your own.
Because we only had one cylinder.
Yeah.
So he said it wasn't fair to the other guys.
Okay.
Which I said, well,
let them do their own homework.
But, that's your problem. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
I did this on my own. But so basically, it was you're either going to put the old cylinder back on and race this weekend, or you're not going to race at all.
Oh boy.
So that didn't sit too well with me, and so my attitude.
So your attitude with them.
My attitude really changed after that.
Bradshaw ripping through the pack right now.
Yeah.
Ripping through the pack, passing all the best guys. Came from, I think, probably 8th or 9th I saw earlier.
Past that 11 on Suzuki.
And on a track that's obviously wide but slippery, so making things happen in corners are pretty difficult unless you're Bale.
And not a surprise that Bale is taking off on a flat, slippery dirt. You know what I mean?
That's his kind of track.
Yet another French guy, good enough. Look at where he sits. He sits in the middle of the bike and just rolls the throttle on and just makes fine traction where no one else is finding it.
Was he really the first guy to start going fourth through the whoops like we've heard?
Fourth gear?
Bale, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the first guy that I learned in 90 that was going wheel tap, front, rear, rear. He used to be just like hit him as hard as you can, no real rhyme or reason. And
just hit him, jump as many as you can.
Yeah, and Bale was actually the scientist of going the wheel tap. And he could do it even kind of slow and just never get by just bouncing. And he was such a good trials rider. Like we stayed down at Coop's house for a week in between a couple rounds. Me and Bale and DeHoop and Budman at Guy's place. And it was just crazy to watch him on any type of motorcycle, bicycle. He was just phenomenal.
Just amazing. And here comes Bradshaw. Now, you've caught Stanton. Good job.
I caught Stanton.
Yep.
I was going for the win.
You feel good at Vegas. Unfortunately, here comes your rival, Damon Bradshaw. Now, okay, obviously you and Bradshaw were not fans.
And they'd already knocked each other down in the heat race.
Yeah, Bradshaw.
I knocked him down,
Yeah, Chicken knocks Bradshaw down in the heat race already right here. So there's fire in his eyes when he sees the number 9.
And was this the year he launched the bike at you at Anaheim to the whoops, or was that?
No, that was 90.
Oh, so this already going on.
Yeah, that was 90. And of course, to the Bercy incident that we can get to.
Yeah.
That was what started it.
I don't know what year was that. That was at 89?
The first time we
90?
Was it?
89.
Bercy was the first time that you guys got into it?
We came together,
And he was a few years younger than you, I remember.
Yeah, what started it was... Well, I was like 17. I was in high school. But Mini Olympics.
Oh.
That was... Me and him both had moved up from the amateur stuff. And then Yamaha brought him into the World Mini. And... when Cowie was there right before, then he showed up at Mini Olympics, which he shouldn't have been at. So I'm in high school, and I get a call saying, hey, you got a 12 o'clock flight, need to get to the airport.
We're getting our big guns.
Yeah, because, Yamaha brought him in there, so Cowie called me and said, oh, we'll bring you in. And, and that's what sort of started the rivalry, I guess.
Way back then.
Was that.
Chicken always looked good, huh, Denny? Gear and helmet.
His style was always on point.
Always
style.
And he was always one of the rare guys that wore shoulder pads.
Yeah, that's true, always. Chicken. You did make a chest protector look cool.
His dad made him wear them.
Is that what happened? Your dad made you wear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wouldn't wear one when we practiced. But he made it when we raced. Big Jim would be at the races.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the day at the JT front one with no back.
Yeah.
He set the fucker on fire in the pits.
Yeah. Said no. Yeah, he was serious. Like, he will wear this.
All right, here we go. Bradshaw's on you now.
I think this is where it happens right here. Yeah, right here. Over the berm. Doesn't even try to turn. Right there. And Chicken says you're number 1. Look at that. I passed them both. I was probably just got lapped.
Nice job, DBO.
I'm always close by.
Dude, look at this. He jumps the berm.
Yeah.
He definitely let his motions get the best of him. And basically, that cost him the title right there.
Yeah.
I mean...
I flip him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay... I don't understand Damon's reasoning though. Like, how are you going to make the turn, Damon?
He was basically the same till that when Wyndham parked bowling that year. I mean, he was going like, I have one goal right now to kill you.
And I don't I get the block passing and I get the aggressiveness, but you got to be able to make the turn yourself.
Especially if he's gotten away to third. That was for third. The guy he needs to be for the title is 2 bike lengths ahead of you. You know, I mean, can we just put down the anger for a moment? That's the kind of passion he rode with.
I mean, Chicken, would you go and say something to him after every time, or he coming up to you? I mean,
like in this incident, no.
It was just all whatever. Like,
sometimes we had, like Atlanta, he jumped on the other side of his motorcycle and like, come on. But I'm like, dude, you're on the other side of the motorcycle.
It's interesting though. So how did Damon get in front of Jeff right there?
He's being lapped.
We're being lapped.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow. I was going to say,
he was probably lapped.
Okay.
I think he just got rode around.
So I don't know what he ended up here, how many points he lost, but obviously it was significant.
There's Wardy. Or Kudowski. Oh, we just lost our feed. Sorry, boys. I didn't realize that.
You saw what we needed to see.
We did see what we needed to see.
Yeah, so, I mean, technology isn't what it is today, clearly.
No, clearly
but
not.
That was kind of why I pointed out wanting to watch this one, because of that one and that crash. And what would happen today if that happened?
That's a suspension of some sort, probably.
See, we got fined.
Yeah.
In 1990 or 90 and 91,
we're watching games.
I would get fined $2,500 every race for rough riding. They called it.
Yeah.
And so there's like 5 supercrosses left, and Roy Jansen, which was head of the AMA back then. So he's giving me my fine, and he was in a position where he liked sort of the aggressive riding because it was good.
Yeah, good for
the
ticket
spectators,
sales for sure.
Good for that.
Yeah,
but he also had to do his job and try and keep it under control. So it would be like, hey, I'm sorry, I have to fine you.
Yeah.
So you're really not in trouble, but I got to do it. And so basically I told him, well, just fine me for the next 5 races so I don't have to come here after the race every time.
Keep the money.
I'll do it and go buy your wife a nice steak dinner or whatever. But I don't want to have to come here.
We're going to keep hitting each other.
I'm not going to change my riding
Okay,
style.
so
it is what it is.
Here's the story, though. So a lot of times riders will end up nowadays, or since I've been, riders will end up at the same after party, at the same sponsor obligation, at the same riders meeting or anything, okay? So if you and Damon are you guys just not talking? You're just never looking at each other?
We never talked.
Yeah, just forget it.
It was,
There wasn't a lot lot of going out at groups like it was, these last 10 years or something.
Sure.
I mean, it was, and Damon legitimately hated everybody.
Right.
I mean, we've all read that.
Yep.
And Chicken was kind of the same way.
I didn't hate everybody. I didn't talk to anybody. I used to tell Denny he's a little bitch. Well, dude, what do you know everybody? You talk to everybody. Because me and Denny were really tight.
Yeah.
But Denny would be
Denny's social butterfly.
I just talked to everybody,
And he'd be like, oh, hey, like, he's buddies with everybody.
He'd walk around the track and he'd yell at me, why are you talking to everybody?
Why are you talking to people? Like, what the fuck?
Bradshaw said the only guy he ever liked on it was Dubach. He only ever liked Dubach. That was it. That was teammates.
Because he could stay out of his way.
Right, yeah.
And Doug was not a challenge. So not nothing against Doug. Obviously, Doug's a badass. But I mean, he was not a threat to David.
So did you like Wardy, though? Chicken?
Me and Wardy were best friends.
You and Wardy were good.
But see, Wardy was older.
Yep.
So he took me under his wing because I wasn't a threat to Wardy ever because he was,
as you were coming up, he was on his way out.
Right. So everybody else on Team Kawasaki during my time,
Kudrowski, Larocco,
Osho. Me and Osho,
we were
fine.
Okay.
But Larocco and Kudrowski, I never spoke to.
Right. Okay.
We grew up with them racing to amateurs. I mean, you were maybe a year ahead of them.
You did.
You might have been a year ahead of me.
Well, I never had an amateur career, so.
You raced Ponca
1 year.
1 year, was that it?
Yeah.
And then winning Supercross is like the next year.
And I went to Ponca and Tennessee 1 year.
Yeah.
Thank God, and that was it. Because
Jeffrey
was a waste of
Supercross
time.
Specialist before the time.
I forget how. I don't forget, but how fast he was. I mean, he literally laid shit down. I mean, he was the only guy that I've been ever friends with, and that you look at. You got to beat your friends. And I've beaten all my friends.
Right.
I can never beat him.
Yeah.
Practicing.
One time at practicing, my Anaheim Hills house, we had a track in the back.
Yeah, I might have been cutting the corners a smidge.
No, you weren't though. You weren't. And I was like, we stopped, and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? You're cutting the track. You got to be doing something. He's like, no, dude.
Dude.
It was carved out in some fresh green grass, so you could see if someone was cheating, and he wasn't cheating, and he was just motoring me. I'm like, whoa.
It happened every
once in a while.
In the dark, grassy hills of Anaheim, where no one could see.
You were better than Chicken.
I had my glory, and you just heard it.
Right.
Could you? I'm going to need this recording sent to my house. It's going to be my new voicemail.
All right, let's wrap this up and see if we can maybe find another race to do for you people here between Jeff Matazovic and
Have you been watching this race? Will they see this race during this? Obviously,
I think so.
There's been some aggressive riding there. Cooper, Larocco.
And look at Gainesville Moto.
He took himself out. So.
Right here. Look at these two.
Oh, right here.
Talk about two generations here, young and old.
Right.
And these guys were teammates just the year before, I think, too, on Suzuki's.
Oh, yeah, getting in on it.
A lot of people who talked about Coop said that he wasn't dirty, he was just out of control.
He wasn't really out of control, though, either.
No,
he just looked it.
Yeah, he did look it.
His riding style was 5% above the edge, where everybody else was 10% below the edge.
Yeah.
His style wasn't very
he just knew how to ride that way.
So it just looked like he was out of control. But I think he was... he was a pretty talented rider, actually.
Obviously, he'd have to be to do, but he just loved racing a motorcycle and didn't care how he did it. And look, just wide open.
Look at that, everybody.
I think he dislocated his shoulder there, and he gets back.
Guy Cooper.
He just broke his leg. He's like,
that would take Tomac 15 minutes to get him from that crash. Koopa's up in like 20 seconds.
Right, yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. I think most of the modern
And I say it just because you commented the other day when he had crashed. But
yeah, no, Coop.
His passion for racing and just riding is unparalleled. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing this. I think he was 35 years old when that happened.
Look at the spectator with the shirt
big
off.
shorts. Yeah, he's going.
Oh boy! So
I think that is a Grayson Goodman right there.
That guy's good right there. He's on it.
Chicken, I haven't seen you at all. This is 1990. You're number 20 on a KX125.
Well,
right?
No, this is 91. This might be 91.
Oh, okay. All right, 250s, and chicken was 250s.
Yep. And this is Southwick today almost. That's the same layout, real similar. Except they throw in the frog pond here.
Yeah, a little different.
You go back there, and the woods smelled like weed.
Oh, yeah?
Because everybody, the fans that wanted to smoke weed went back here and watched the races. This was Scooby Frog Pond.
All right, everybody. PulpMX Classic Commentary, Jeff Chicken Matasevich and Denny Stevenson. We'll be right back after this with some more hijinks. All right, welcome back. We found another race to do PulpMX Classic Commentary with Chicken and Denny Stevenson. 1990 Oklahoma. Here we go. So East-West, Debo, and you are leading the East Coast points.
Yeah, I think I'd won. It's my last. I've already locked up the title.
Here we go.
The weekend before.
125 main event on the line. Gate drops.
And yeah, I won the title the weekend before. I locked it up in Foxborough. So
no pressure.
No, they actually Suzuki had asked me if I wanted to ride at 250 this round, and I sucked on 250. So why would I do that? So I actually wanted to beat the West guys. I beat them at Dallas. Came from like 8th or 9th and passed them all to win. And I'd crashed at the opening round at Houston, which was the East-West. And so I'm like, man, I need to beat these guys. I want to prove that I'm the best on both coasts.
Fro grabs the lead. You move to second in the
that's
whoops.
Emig.
That's
Emig's in the lead.
Oh, Fro, yeah. I thought you said I was saying Chicken.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so I mean, I was kind of friends with Jeff at the time, not that well. We'd grown up together racing mini bikes and shit, so I always wanted to beat him anytime I could, and he wanted to beat me anytime I could.
Chicken, look at this track.
Did you do it, sister?
I do not. I don't know.
That can't be confirmed or denied.
Cannot be denied or confirmed.
Oh, sorry.
But I did know most sisters intimately.
Yes.
This track was gnarly.
Chicken, look at this track. Look at this.
This was a burly track. It was hot. It was like concrete. It rained. Oh, inside. Then he goes.
Look at Frodo.
He was good at that shit. And it was right here was that the finish line section where everybody was tripling. I would double it because then I could pin it off the third one and blitz the whoops. And no one else on the one
I think
could blitz the whoops.
Oh, I see what you mean there right there. Yeah, right.
And so I'm like, fuck you, buddy. I'm making the move. And I have one regret in life. I have no regrets in life.
Okay.
This is it. If I had just another bit of patience, instead of like, man, I'm going to make the pass now, I kind of bounced. I spun right there. And I come up short right here, and I hit a false neutral and go bang.
Oh, Debo.
And that was
Look at that.
And I broke my left wrist, which is under my chest there.
How'd that feel?
I'm still trying to breathe at the moment.
So this is kind of the start
Can we
of
rewind
your
that?
wrist problems.
Can you rewind
yeah,
that? I want to see that.
Everything. This
we can rewind it.
This was kind of a career killer right here.
We can rewind it. Chicken for you. Here we go.
That looked like pain right there.
It was pain.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like in a hurry. I'm like, man, I got to get around him and just take off. My heat race was 9 seconds faster than his, I remember. And I cut over. Jeff kind of cut over a little bit.
Right on the face of the next
could
shot.
not have landed any possibly worse.
No. There was no way.
Looks like you're dry humping that bump.
Literally. I am definitely getting funky Cole Medina with that look.
Chicken, do you want to see it again?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We should watch it again.
Chicken, let's check this out again. Okay, here we go. So this is the one, Denny Stevenson's one regret.
One regret
in his life.
There's a lot of stupid shit I've done.
Right.
This is the only one that basically changed kind of the path of my career right here. I came up short, I remember, instead of bouncing, I hit a neutral or something, and the front end dropped. And it's just, you know how it feels. Like everything's like you're on top of the world 1 minute, next minute you're dry humping a whoop.
How quickly it changes?
It changed so bad. I mean, it changed all gnarly bad.
And again, you had wrist problems for the rest of your career.
I broke my navicular there. They really didn't know a lot about naviculars at the time. So I went to
slow mo. They're going to show it again.
I like slow motion. Yeah, see, Jeff kind of come over with me a little bit, so I thought he was going to cross in front of me.
At least you got your hands out.
I got my one race that time. Next to you, I did not get my arms out.
Oh, Chicken.
And so,
that was bad,
I broke my navicular.
So bad.
And so we still tried to race the Coliseum the next weekend for the shootout.
Yep.
And so I spent this whole next week, thanks to Chicken and Wardy, who were buddies with Jeff Spencer. Like, man, they talked to Jeff. Jeff's like, man, get him into my hoodoo little shop down there in Pasadena. And I spent the entire week down there, sleeping down there, doing his sonogram,
ultrasound,
deal bone stimulation, trying to get the bone to heal in 7 days. And I taped it up. I rode 2 laps of practice at the Coliseum, and I had a crack through my navicular. Yeah. And I cased one of the jumps, and I pulled off. I said, and Spencer taped it up like a brick, and I pulled off, and I ended up going to the hospital later that week or whatever, and it had broke the navicular all the way through. And they said, the only way we can fix it is to put you in a cast, and we'll do surgery and put you in a cast for 6 months.
Yep.
I'm like, well, it's only factor I've had. I don't know if this ever
That's not going to work.
I can ride. It's not depth defined. And so I raced the next year and a half with it broken, and basically just couldn't hold on. And it just changed the way I rode a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I created
Did you ever have surgery on that?
I ended up having surgery at the end of the '91 season. They took bone off my hip, the fusion that they've done a lot of guys now.
Yep.
And I was in a cast for 6 months. Riding with the cast and stuff. I mean, but when I got done, it was still kind of tight, like kind of Johnson's it was. But I just had created so many bad habits that I had a hard time relearning to ride a bike.
Oh, yeah.
You had bad habits?
On the bike and off.
Wow. Shocker.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's funny. Like you said, it's just so funny how that works.
I don't have any regrets. That one I always look back and go, man, if I just had another lap of patience.
That's an east-west shootout. You're going
my
for the
ego.
lead.
I mean, what the death-defying thing of
jump
life
another 2 feet.
Is egos. Egos will get you every
Another
time.
2 feet further?
A little further. Maybe.
Better day.
If I just would have jumped further.
Absolutely.
I think he did out of his Metaz Attack videos. That was one of his biggest things.
mechanic.
Jump further. Jerry Campbell.
Jerry Campbell.
Yeah.
Jerry had the title.
I dropped the gate for you that day, right?
You pitboarded in Mammoth.
Mammoth. I did. I told you that. Jump further.
Is Budman. Not
really killing the whoops.
Not killing the whoops.
Not killing the whoops.
Budman, Button, McGrath, Bolin. I mean, this was so much talent in this in the West Series that year.
Yep. And then Ty Davis gets the title.
And the guy who beats them all the next year becomes an off-road racer.
The vacated Jeff Chicken Matasevich title.
Yeah.
After Jeff, you won in '88 and '89.
Yeah.
So Ty Davis was a Suzuki rider up until '90, and Suzuki fired him for whatever reason.
Yep.
He's riding now a privateer Honda, I guess, with factory Suzuki suspension on his bike, which he comments, I guess, on one of the rounds. And Suzuki went to try and get the suspension back from him, I believe, like Seattle or something. Like that was that year.
Yep. I think that, but I don't think he gave it to him.
I don't think he did. It's like basically, if you want to come get the damn stuff.
Right.
And so, but yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this was the most talented regional 125 280 class ever.
Chicken, let me ask you this. So, MC's right here on a Cowie, Team Green guy, following your footsteps. You're a little older. But did you ever hang with Jeremy, or did you see greatness in him?
Not really. During this time, not really.
Wasn't riding the track with you guys or anything like that?
He's just starting to come out to the Cowie track.
Okay.
But
he had their track,
back
too.
then, that pretty much, he had his own track. And back then, it was just pretty much me, Wardy, and whoever else was on the team.
Yep.
The amateur, like Ryan Hughes back then, and him would come out every once in a while.
Okay.
But they didn't have their own key to the
But you
track.
track.
never saw this number 125 kid and went, oh, yeah. Oh, I see it. Like, he's going to be the greatest ever.
No. I never did. I mean, he won his first 125 Supercross
in Vegas.
when I won my first 250 Supercross.
Oh, yeah. Same night.
So, same night. But I didn't really ever see the potential of what, him becoming, 7-time Supercross champion. I really didn't see it back then.
No, I don't think so, Benny.
It was amazing. Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, that he won those two 125 titles. His rookie year in 250 class, I think we're leaving Orlando Supercross or Tampa, one of the Florida rounds, and I jump in his rental car to catch a ride with him. And I just look at him like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's like, I had no idea. Like, I'm literally just riding the motorcycle. He said, I don't even know. To go out there pretty much effortlessly and just beat the best. As a rookie, for one, you know how gnarly that is. Yeah.
I think some of that, too, is that he got on a Honda. I think all of you guys,
Honda,
that's a part of it,
that
for
was
sure.
Huge.
It's a big bike.
Huge.
It's a better team, a better bike. Yes.
Ass.
Could you guys still won on it? You won on a Suzuki, you won on a Cowie, Wardy won on a Cowie. That's not an excuse, but it helps.
My first year,
he had that bike. He had that bike for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So and that was an awesome bike. Actually, they stayed with the original frame. They didn't go with a newer year frame because it was so much better. Where at Cowie, the 1990 bike, we switched frames to the 91.
Yep.
We couldn't go back because it was
the
recognizable.
The shock struts were different.
It was
they were bolt on a 90 and
triangular tube. So the fans, everybody would have known we weren't. So for sales, they wouldn't let us go back.
Yep.
And it was that frame was horrible. Changing the whole bike.
The way the ergos, the way you felt on the bike,
everything, the way it handled, turned, everything. It was went from a great bike to basically a piece of crap that
it's just funny how that has career choices along the way, along with injuries and ride. That all has to be perfect.
Momentum. Anybody that gets momentum, once you get it, it means so much.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think as far as Jeremy goes, when he went to Suzuki,
Yep.
that bike was a piece of shit.
Right.
And he still almost won. He still did good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
yep.
I mean, you got to give it to him. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that go into winning a title, especially a 17-round Supercross series, a 24-moto outdoor title. And for Jeremy, and you got to get luck. You got to have a bike. But to do it 7 times, obviously,
Right.
how many
you've sailed past luck at that point.
How
You're
many
a god at that point. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I just late 80s, early 90s, Honda team, the mechanics, the technology, the bikes were better than what you guys had, and that's part of
agree.
When Mike was getting a factory offer in 90, I had one from Suzuki and I had one from Honda, and the Suzuki one was more than the Honda one, but I wanted to ride red. I mean, red is what we grew up on back then.
Right.
They were
great. Yeah.
They were the pinnacle of the
Everybody,
sport.
I mean, I wanted to be on.
Yeah, so I signed with them, and then it went to end up being a Suzuki, but that's what you wanted to be. Yeah.
I don't know how Chicken. I had an '89 KX125, and it was a terrible bike. The '89.
I rode an 89.
But Chicken killed it. But.
Yeah.
I mean, but I killed it just because I was so much better than everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
the
for
bike
sure.
really didn't help me kill it at all.
No,
It didn't do me any favors.
No.
I was just
Whereas I think at 90,
ahead of everybody.
the Suzuki 125s were beasts. They were
pretty
badass.
good, yeah.
I had by far the best bike out there, and so did
Better than Mike Jones.
Better than Mike Jones, yes, and just it was quite a bit small. I was quite a bit smaller than Mike.
Jeremy Buell.
Bueller actually, when I ended up the Honda deal didn't happen with me this year, and so I called Pat Alexander back and it's like, hey, is there still something available for Suzuki?
Yeah,
and he's like, let me call you back. And like a couple hours, he calls me back, and Buell went from a factory ride to a factory support ride that year.
Oh, really?
So he went from our team trucks to like a factory sport ride with
you screwed Jeremy Buell. You screwed
Buell that year, yes. And no intention.
There's the finger point.
He's got that down.
Jeff Emig.
And Fro was coming in his own back then as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All these guys were. That's what it was. So I mean, there's 10 guys in that 125 West series. I think that went on to win races damn near.
Could have been Denny Stevenson right at the top.
It could have, should have, would have. Which, yeah.
All right, everybody. This is the PulpMX Classic Commentary, Oklahoma, 1990. Now, Jeff Chicken Matasevich, Denny Stevenson. We'll leave you with a shirtless Jeff Emig doing the winning interview.
Yep. He's probably. I think he does a poster. I see. Here comes Pookie running to the room.
Yeah. Shirtless Jeff Emig.
He's only 18, you little jailbait.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening and watching.